YouTube. Today I'm going to do my first tutorial for you. I am going to show you how to draw faces. So I'm just going to show you like what I do to draw a face or a head. I usually start with a circle. I'm not too picky about how well it works, and then I just kind of bring down two slanted lines and then connect them. Kind of like that, and we kind of have a basic shape for a head. Like I said, I'm not too worried about the lines at first because I'm just going to go back and make it nicer. Then we put one line down the middle and then one line about halfway. Actually more exactly like halfway because your eyes are directly in the center. So we're going to do that, and then what I usually do, since I'm using Paint Tool Psi, I'm going to go over here and change the opacity, and just make it lighter. That way we can go and take another layer up here, press new layer, and then we can just draw over it. Makes it easy. So now I'm just going to kind of give more curve to the face. Kind of make a chin here. Just make it look more like a face instead of just shapes, you know. And again, I'll clean it up a little bit after this. That's the nice thing about digital painting, is that you can erase however many times you'd like and your paper isn't going to get ruined. Okay, so now that's mostly cleaned up, I'm gonna go ahead and work on the face. Zoom in here a little bit. So I'm actually gonna go back to the other layer, the one I started with, and I'm gonna just kind of draw circles here, just to give me an idea of where I want the eyes to be at. I'll draw a little mouth. Then a nose. And that'll just kind of give me an idea of how I want the face to turn out. And again, it's just sketchy. So back to layer 2, and I'm just gonna start to draw the eyes. Alright, so we got two eyes there, and we're gonna give the person some eyelids. We'll add the eyebrows. Okay. And now a nose. I usually just put two little lines, two little dots as the nose, and then what I do later is kind of add more shading so that it looks more like a nose. But I do add little lines up here too, so you see like the eye socket, kind of where the eyebrows meet. Let's go to the mouth now. Again, just simple lines. You don't want like a full line. nose, give me a little neck here. So now we have a really basic face, really. If we get rid of that, you'll see the face. I'll give you an idea what to do. So, if we're going to do a profile, so let's erase this here, get rid of the background, and see, look at that, little face, really quickly drawn face, but it works for the purpose of this. So let's draw a profile. Let's start with the low opacity. So a profile, what I do is I kind of do a face, rounded, and then a point at the end. So we kind of like got a circle here, but then there's like a triangle that comes down. Triangular sort of thing. And again, the eyes are going to be right in the middle, and then we don't have a center line this time because, well, it's right here. It's a profile. One thing to keep in mind is ears come up to just about the same height as where the eyes would be. They're no higher than your eyes. So that's where the ear would be. And then let's go ahead and use the darker one. We'll draw the nose. So usually when you have a nose here, the bridge of your nose is going to kind of indent. Not all the time, but generally it indents here and then it comes back out. And then I usually draw a pretty flat forehead because you always see really circular foreheads. That's not really what faces look like. I mean, some people have really rounded foreheads, but so we're just gonna do that. Got a nose, a forehead, back of the head, and then I guess we should probably outline where the mouth is gonna go first, just to be safe. Maybe a little bit lower. That looks kind of too high there. There we go. So we got for the lips, just kind of a couple bumps there, and then up. And just because I draw the triangle lower than that doesn't necessarily mean I'm going to go all the way down there. Just kind of like a guideline for what you want the shape to be. I'll put the mouth there. The eye is not going to go higher than that little bridge. So you're going to bring the eye back. And your eyebrow is going to be right where that bump is at. And your ear. And that would be your profile. Really quick, easy, simple thing for the purpose of this tutorial. And then finally I'm just gonna touch base on the I guess different angles here. I'm not very good at like vertical angles, but if we have 3 different faces, one's kind of facing this way, we're gonna have kind of a curved thing there. And here's the front. And here's the side. So then again we just kind of, this time the nose would be kind of out. It would kind of reach more towards the side there. Just doing something quick here. So we have, oh, freezing. have the face like that, the ear kind of coming back like that. Then here we just have the nose, mouth, just like the front version I showed you. And then again, this one would just kind of be off to the side. And here. Alright, that kind of gives you a basic idea. You're just gonna want to, like I said, use that line as a guideline for how you want to draw your faces. Anyway, this quick, short tutorial, but I hope it gives you an idea of how to draw a face. If you want me to go more in depth on faces, which I surely will, I'll be doing tutorials on specific parts of the face like mouths and eyes and such. But for now I just kind of wanted to give you an overview of it, and I will see you next Tuesday with another tutorial.